Hi everyone, my name is Marianne, the owner and counsellor at Marianne Hanson Counselling Service, where I work with individuals and couples. I specialise in the areas of stress, low self-esteem, depression and relationships. And what I'm going to give for you here, I've written it down so you will see me looking down, is 10 stress busting suggestions to beat stress. These have come from the NHS. So these are just ideas, 10 ideas that you can do. Stress is a part of everyday life. We all know that there are times where we feel more stressed in our lives. It could be to do with work, it could be to do with circumstances, but these are 10 stress busting ideas. And I'm going to do the first one, which is be active, exercise. So I'm going to walk, walk and talk. So that's the first one. Go for a little walk. Then take control. So empower yourself, find a solution. So if you are in a situation where you are struggling with stress, it's saying that you need to take control of the situation. So the idea there is that you recognise that you're struggling with stress, and then that you decide that you're going to empower yourself by taking control. The third one is to connect with people, create a good support network. So if you connect with people when you're feeling stressed, it means that you have more ideas, you have more opportunities to get suggestions from other people. Also, number 4 is to have some me time. So when I worked on Camp America, so I've told people this, so you've probably heard it before. When I worked on an American summer camp, we had something there which was called me time. So every day, for an hour a day, we'd have a situation where they'd say me time, and what they called the children couldn't bother you as a camp counsellor. You had 1 hour where you could do what you want. Some people slept, some people decided that they wanted to write letters home, but that was our time. So take a break, have me time from your family, me time from whatever you're doing, and just say for that hour you're going to do something that you want to do. Number 5 is to challenge yourself, set goals. It's saying that when you're feeling stressed, sometimes it's because you haven't got the things that you want in your life. So the stress is coming from maybe not having enough income, or maybe not having, or feeling isolated, maybe working too much. So challenging yourself to learn a new language, to do a certain sport, to set some goals can be really useful. Number 6 is to avoid unhealthy habits. Don't rely on alcohol, smoking or other unhealthy habits to cope with stress. Lots of people choose to do that, but that is something that only takes you down the wrong path, because then you have more issues as a result of taking those unhealthy habits. So then other stresses come up. Number 7 is to help other people. I find I've worked as a counsellor, a volunteer counsellor for 5 years. Then I worked again as a volunteer counsellor for another 3 years for a different company. When I give presents out, so I do homeless boxes at Christmas, I give out family and friends gifts. I find relief in that. I just find a lot of, I don't know, it just sort of can sometimes make you feel good. So I suppose what it's trying to say is, if you help other people, maybe you volunteer somewhere, or maybe you choose to do something that is about giving, it will take the stress off you. Maybe it makes you think about other people rather than yourself. Number 8, work smarter, not harder, and that's just around really choosing the activities that you're doing and making them smart rather than hard. So not pushing yourself, but saying to yourself, how can I save time with this? How can I delegate to things? Number 9 is try to be positive. There's loads of information on that. That could be a video in itself. And the 10th thing is to accept the things you can't change. So I'll just end on that one really, because I think we're in a situation at the moment, and this is just, I think, the times that we're in, is that people are so focused on the things that they don't have. So then people lose the opportunity to actually reflect on all the things you do have, but also to not think about everything that's out of your control. The biggest thing that I find as a counsellor over the 13 years I've been working as a counsellor is that people are so focused on everything that they can't control, they can't change, that's what keeps them stuck, and that's what keeps them in an emotional state. If you were to say to yourself, I know that I can't change the government making certain rules, I can't change all of these things that are happening in my life or in the world, but you can have control to a certain degree of absolutely everything. So example, I said to someone recently, you can't change the cost of living going up, but you can look at your current budget and make decisions which, okay, the consequences might be bad, but you might have to learn how to budget differently. You know, that's still within your control to a certain degree. So they're not mine, they're the NHS's 10 stress busting tips for stress. Let me know what you guys think. Have you thought of any of these tips? Do you think they'll work? Thanks for watching, see you soon. Bye.